Trying to get healthy, release the weight, get stronger, improve sleep is a full-time job. And we all know that the majority of people who try to lose weight are not able to keep it off. If you want to be in the minority, if you want to be the one that beats the odds, the one that goes till the end, that achieves their goals, you must take ownership of your decisions. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 mistakes most people make when trying to improve their health. If you're interested, keep watching. The number 1 mistake people make when trying to improve their health is to try. Trying never gets you anything. Do or do not. There is no try. That was Yoda in the Star Wars movies. There is no trying to sit down. When was the last time you saw somebody trying to sit down? They didn't sit. Either you sit or you don't sit. Either you eat or you don't eat. Either you wake up or you don't wake up. You don't try. The things that you're doing, you're not trying to do, you are doing them. So nothing in between. I'm going to tell you a story about a friend. She went to the doctor and she was told that she possibly had uterine cancer. She had been bleeding for a long time and it was almost for sure that she had cancer. It took her getting a bad report from her gastroenterologist. She had a bunch of polyps that they hadn't been able to remove because there were so many of them. They just couldn't remove all of them. They scheduled her for a second colonoscopy. She now was facing surgery. She finally called me and asked for help. I had been talking to her for a long time about the possibility of helping her. And so I was excited that she was encouraged, and I was not too faithful. I wasn't too convinced that she was going to make any difference, but we gave it a good weekend. And during that weekend, we cooked together. I explained the implications of having elevated blood sugar and having excess weight and feeling lethargic, like she was feeling. She was sleeping after meals, which indicates that her blood sugar was out of control, because whenever we feel like we have to lay down after a meal, that means that there's too much sugar in the blood. And if that's an indication for you, then there's possibly diabetes in the future. So this is very, very concerning, and especially because her belly was very big. And typically when there's elevated blood sugar, that excess sugar gets deposited around the organs in the middle. Very dangerous condition. And that could indicate metabolic syndrome. It could indicate diabetes, pre-diabetes, insulin resistance, any of these things. And I want you to start thinking about what symptoms you have and what's going to motivate you to start doing something for your health. My friend went to the doctor and she ended up finding out that she didn't need chemo or radiation, but she did have cancer. It was encapsulated, and thankfully she was spared. She was given a second chance, and she was so excited because she had started changing her diet, changing her lifestyle, moving her body. She was now walking more than 2 miles a day, sometimes twice a day, and she had lost 40 pounds, and that was in a very short time, in about 4 months. So she lost about 10 pounds a month before her surgery, before her colonoscopy, which ended up coming out completely clean, and her doctor was completely surprised. And he kept asking her, "What did you do?" And she said, "I started changing my diet and I started walking, and all these things happened. All these things happened, and her life transformed." So the number 2 mistake that we make when we try to fix our health or try to improve our health is to not fix our mindset. The mindset is everything. When it comes to my friend in that example I gave you, something clicked in her brain, and she decided that this was the thing, that if she had a second chance, she was going to take it and she was going to do the best of it. It's been a year and a half and she's doing great, and she continues to eat well and exercise and move, and she is a different person now. People who are successful with their health take their health seriously, and they make it their top priority. So your mindset needs to change. The mindset means that how you think about food. A lot of people think that food is a comfort, and when you treat food as a comfort, it means that every time that you have struggles or strife in your life, you're going to overeat. You're going to eat the food that brings you the memory But in reality, that food is not making any difference in your life. It's just getting you back to the past. It's putting you back in a place of defeat. What does it mean to make your health a priority? Is to go deep into reading and taking control of your own health, learning about your condition, your symptoms, learning about what it takes to get your body moving. Our bodies were meant to move, and our bodies were meant to eat real food. What are we eating? Have we allowed the food industry to kidnap our taste buds and tell us that the packaged foods that we're eating are good for us? They're not good for us. We need to look for real food. And this is what will transform your life. There's a point when you start making changes when it's hard. It's usually in the beginning. It's hard, and it's hard to gain traction. But when you start connecting how you feel with the activities and the food that you're eating, and making a connection and realizing, when I eat this, I feel this way. When I eat that, I feel that way. Then you do this versus that. So you do the thing that makes you feel good, and you don't do the thing that makes you feel bad. When you make that connection, something clicks in your brain, and all of a sudden you own your health. When you own your health, you can transform your health. You can be the master of your own destiny, the master of your health, meaning that your body was meant to heal itself. And when you get in the way and you are sedentary and you're doing the things that are harming your body, then nothing happens. So what does it take to make all these changes? That's mistake number 3. You need accountability. A lot of times when we start making changes, we think we can do it on our own. And we just go about our business saying, okay, today or Monday, I'm going to start my new diet, and the diet fails, and nobody really knew what happened. Nobody even knew that you were trying or you were doing anything different. When you seek accountability, when you ask your tribe, your family, your friends, your next door neighbor, your sister, someone else, ask me how I'm doing. Ask me how many times I went to the gym, how many times I went on a walk, how many times did I eat today, or what did I eat? All of these things matter when we do this in community, and when we have people asking us, how are you doing? How are you doing? These things make a huge difference. Accountability takes on many forms. It could be someone in your life inviting you to the gym. For me, it was my son. I always exercised all my life. I never thought that I would get osteoporosis, but my mother has it, my grandmother has it, or had it, and I have osteoporosis. I thought that I could spare myself because I was a runner, but in reality, running does not help to strengthen bones. It just actually sometimes makes it worse if you're doing it excessively. And I ate well, so there was no reason for me to get osteoporosis. When I found out, I realized I never lifted weights in my life. I'm a small person, and I never cared to lift weights. I didn't like it. But now I know that when we make our muscles stronger, our bones get stronger. And when I told my family this, my son started inviting me to the gym. He goes to the gym every day. He's buff. He knows how to lift heavy weights. He took me to the gym after insisting. And I got to tell you, the first day I was there, I cried. I cried because I felt like I didn't belong there. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. Everybody else knew what they were doing. I had a story in my head. What's your story? What is keeping you stuck? Thankfully, I had my son to invite me again. I had a community where I could ask for help. I could go see somebody, I could get a trainer and someone who could teach me how to lift weights safely. And so that's what I did, and I'm getting stronger and stronger every day, and I look forward to showing you in a few months what that looks like. Right now it doesn't show, but I do feel stronger, and I know that it's going to take a while for me to build muscle and build bone, but this is what I'm working on, and I am sharing this with you because everything lives in sharing. When we share, we educate ourselves, we share with others, we invite others to join us. Our community changes because of the changes that we're making. It is contagious. I'm here to tell you that if you're not taking care of your health, stop thinking and start doing. It is so overwhelming to think about everything that we have to do in order to make a change. But we need to stop thinking and then just get the tennis shoes on, go for a walk to the mailbox and come back, or lift the weight, or start drinking a glass of water in the morning when you first wake up. Think about hydration. Think about the food that's in your cupboard. Finish off everything that you have and start replacing those foods. Get educated and start learning about what raises your blood sugar, what's keeping you overweight, what's keeping you tired. And I'm here for you. So I will always have content here that you can access. And I hope that you will come back and subscribe to my channel. And when we make a change, so small, ever so small, then we can make that change over and over and over, and that creates a habit. If you say that you don't want to change habits, you have so many habits. We live by habits. This is how human beings are created. We create habits. We have a habit of getting up in the morning. We have a habit of brushing our teeth or washing our hands when we come home or drinking coffee. Whatever the habit is, you are capable of making and creating habits. Create the habit of exercising. Create the habit of drinking water, hydrating yourself, ordering a salad at the restaurant. These habits all add up, and then before you know it, you start noticing how much better you feel, and you will make a decision. I'd rather feel this great than feel the way I was feeling before. Missing out on life. Consistency is key. Doing it over and over and over. Checking in with someone. Ask somebody to ask you, how is it going? How is it going? Taking ownership of your decisions. Making sure that you're not blaming anyone else, but you're just taking responsibility for taking that step. Not trying, but doing. And number 5, stop procrastinating. When you procrastinate, you're just prolonging the pain. You're overthinking. You're thinking that it's going to take so long, it's going to be so painful, it's going to be so bad. But in reality, when you just do the thing that you don't want to do and get it over with first thing, that thing becomes the habit, and that thing starts giving you benefits. When you see the benefits, again, that change in your brain happens. Once that brain change happens, the sky's the limit as to what you can do. Teach someone what you have learned. Share this video with someone you know. Invite them to join you. I have a program starting on July 15th, and that program is the 21 Days of Renewal Cleanse. It's something that is a reset, and it just helps you. What I do in that program is I teach you how to eat whole foods, how to have 3 weeks of eating real food. If you're interested, check the description. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and tap on the bell so that you can get notified when I release a new video. Remember to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.